Southern Railfan is the place for amazing videos of all types of trains. Southern Railfan, subscribe today.
Okie dokie, we're starting our day off here at Clinch Cross. We're waiting on a southbound. I'm assuming it's M653. And also today across the AS line will be a loaded rail train. So that's pretty cool. So let's catch this southbound man first. Big old train. I forgot this crane truck was behind me there. I should have gone in a different position. Last night's counterpart, the M652 North, it was massive when it came through town. Had the 1776 as the second unit back. Of course, it was pretty well dark by the time he came through, but he had 182 cars. That's awesome. All right, let's move around and see if we can't catch this loaded rail train on NS. And by the way, if you need to rewind it and look at and listen to the conductor and engineer on that train that just passed. That was cool. Okie dokie. I was glad we were able to catch that Norfolk Southern rail train. As you can see at the end of the video, it attracted quite the audience at Marion. There was at least 3 other people there taking still pictures. But we were able to track it with our new Baofeng radio. So let's look at that and I'll give you a little update on it and basically how I feel about it. So let's go take a look at it. Okie dokie. I got it programmed, which is super easy to do. I've let the battery die on it as part of the instructions. It says to charge and completely drain the battery 3 different times before you start using it for a little bit and then popping it back on the charger. Now today, like I said, I programmed it, and you just select program, and you go down here to menu and just select the channel. Anyway, super duper easy to program. The only issues that I've seen so far with it being stock, this little rubber ducky antenna has a hard time inside of a building or inside of a car. I've seen once you get into a car or in a building, it will pick one channel and just kind of almost like squelch. It's just a little bit of a static sound. It's still, you just have to move it around a little bit and it'll start scanning again. But once I was outside of the car, or could crack the window and get the majority of this antenna stuck out the window, it done fine. It picked up, I would say, 3 or 4 miles in either direction. It doesn't have a huge range, and that again is because of this little antenna. I think if you bought a larger antenna, it would help out, or if you just had an antenna mounted on the outside of your car and the cable running into this, it would be a huge help. Now let's talk a little bit about what was else I was going to say? I was going to say something else. About scanning. Let's talk about the scanning a little bit. Okay, sorry about that weird edit. I had to change around and plug my camera in. It was low on battery. And I've been pronouncing this thing wrong. Somebody corrected me. It is Baofeng. Not pronounced like that. I was emphasizing the bow from the front of it. But anyway, scanning is the other slight issue that I have with the radio. I've only got 6 channels programmed into it, and it'll take up to like 120 some channels on one bank, and it's 6 channels. It scans fairly slow, slower than for instance, my Uniden BC350A, my scanner that I've got in the Train Tracker 2000, it scans pretty quickly. This little fella scans a little bit slower, so which is not a big deal for 6 channels, but if you had, you know, a bunch of stuff that you're listening to, you know, when it gets up above 100, you know, somebody saying something down on channel 4, 5, or 6, you're probably going to miss. So that's one thing that you would have to take into consideration. The other thing that I did find, you are able to go into certain channels on it and program it where it will not transmit. That was one thing I was super worried about. I did not want to make a mistake and do something, transmit on something, because things like that happen. There's many times over the years of being a firefighter that you know, you're sitting at the base and all of a sudden the repeater comes on and somebody's ordering McDonald's drive-through, and you know what happened, they've got their radio on their side and they lean over to, you know, order, or they lean over to work the ATM or something like that, and they dead key up the mic, and next thing you know, the whole county's listening to them order their Big Mac, or worse. So that's basically the radio. And like I said, you have to search through Amazon. I don't have an Amazon link or any kind of thing like that where it, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't have an affiliate link or anything with Amazon. It's just, you can go on there. I've got this one for $21.53 with free shipping. So cool. Hope you guys enjoy that little update. If you get one of these little radios, I don't think you'll regret it. I've been tickled to death with it so far. Okie doke. I just stepped out into the garage and I heard the first part of this rain coming. I'm going to say snow, but it's supposed to turn to snow sometime tonight. I'm not sure how much we're supposed to get. I like to see it fall, but I don't want to have to deal with it after it's already on the ground. So anyway, we'll see what we can catch tomorrow, and we'll see you then.